¿Qué onda, raza? I want to talk about Beastars as an ongoing anime review, and also about a theme that has been lingering in my mind for a long time, which happens to be the main issue in Beastars. First, I will focus on three major points, and I will proceed to waste your time gracefully. Herbivores and carnivores coexist peacefully. This world is only habitated by everything else than humans, it seems. Hearing this theme made me quickly think about how fast we will get into the fierce herbivore murderer. It isn't that hard to figure it out, because that's one of the ways we relate these two kinds of animals. Other than the disgust they may provoke us when we're sweaty humans using diapers and having a shit ton of mental problems inside. Not a cool internal cosplay if you ask me. The story of Beastars follows Legacy, who is a grey wolf, not a furry. We quickly see how much of an articulated animal he is, but only in his own head. There is an implication in this world where the carnivores are being looked down by the herbivore society just because they have a small capability to dismember any animal they want to, if they went mad. Pretty racist and furryphobic, I think. Legacy, being as introverted as he is, keeps piling up the things he wants to say in his head, so he doesn't seem such a threat to any animal. We of course know that hasn't done any damage to anyone. Keep it up, Legacy. As side characters, we get to know Louis, which seems to be the opposite of Legacy in every aspect. Majestic, handsome, not a furry. Probably has an anime review channel which is just starting, you know? The traits of a Shad. His complex goes further than he thinks. Even though he has everything, he still doesn't want to be an herbivore. He seems to want Legacy so he can contemplate him closely. She'll probably look on Rule 34 after this. Am I right, fellow furries? Then we get Haru, who is a whore, and that's her trait. Standing ovation, please. How brave she is. Society can stop her. You go, girl. Legacy wants to beat her mid, so yeah, she's in the story. She may be a furry, I don't fucking care. I find the opening to be very good. This jazzy blues song really entertaining. The soundtrack in its majority is instrumental, often is so well placed that you don't even notice it. When it comes to tense situations, you get just ambient sounds. Overall, a really good soundtrack. The drawings are 3D, and hey, this time they don't look like shit. Amazing, right? Whenever it comes to representing emotions with color, Beastars shines as much as it can, playing with the 3D textures, shadows, and colors to give soul to the scene. A way to improve the anime would be to expand on how society really works, to see how much of a sacrifice some must be doing in order to keep peace. There is a thing that I couldn't overcome while watching the anime. The primary problem in this world is on the carnivores having to shove their instinct down their throat. But how do you do that? How do you overcome what you were born with? This is a thing that is going to be 24/7 at your side, that you can't constrain without feeling like shit in the process. How do you calm down the cravings to do something you have never done? I find this to be a pretty strong concept, since supposedly the carnivores growing up have not killed herbivores or eaten their meat, the decent ones at least. As a man, I think of myself when it comes to cravings for sex, and I think it is kind of hard to overcome these types of cravings. I wouldn't get how shitty it must be to be in one of these carnivore shows. Really makes me feel for these guys. I have to recommend Beastars. It is pretty dramatic and often has a slow pace, but it really has a soul everyone should experience, and maybe use the experience to question, how will I overcome myself? Subscribe if you want. I will keep myself doing these videos. Thank you for hearing me. I really appreciate it.